Okay, ladies and gentlemen, addicts, mothers and fathers, I lost my sunglasses. What was I gonna say? Yesterday we went over a bunch of steps. I think I'll start from step 1 today again, but I'll do it a little different. I'll kind of use my step 1, and I won't use any books, okay? I'll just tell you about my step 1, and I'll give you an example. When I was in 2001, when I first went to AA for my son, I was done drinking. I mean, I was done. I hadn't had a happy drink in 3 or 4 years. I was going to jail every time or a hospital. My wife was leaving me. They took my son. I lost my job, and I was done. I mean, I was done. But I didn't know what powerless over alcohol meant. I didn't know we had to surrender and do something about it. So I kept drinking for 4 more years after I was done. After I'm done drinking, don't even enjoy it anymore. I was powerless. The mindset kept saying, you know what, you be okay this time. You can enjoy and control it this time. So that's my step 1, you know, and the lack of step 1 is what I should say. So when I finally went to AA, in the 12 and 12 it says this, but this is my story. When I learned the fatal nature of my situation, the fatal nature of my situation wasn't like the first drink gets you drunk. That's the allergy, or one's too many, 100's not enough. When I drink, I can't stop it. That wasn't my problem. What I learned was the fatal nature of my situation was the obsession, was the thought that precedes a relapse into drinking. For obviously, this is the crux of the problem. Crux meaning the main part. Our main problem is the obsession. Number 1, we can't do anything about the allergy. I wish we could. I'd have a drink today, but I still have the allergy. I take a drink of vodka right now, and I'm off to the races. I'll be in Cuba by midnight. But so we treat the disease. We treat the obsession. We do all the work on the obsession. Why is it that we drink? Why do we take that first drink? People go, "Oh, just crazy," right? No. Alcoholic is very selfish and self-centered. We're very restless, irritable, discontent, disturbed, fearful, resentful, up until we need a drink. You know, we take that first drink, right? And then we, you know what we get? We get the ease and comfort that comes at once with taking a few drinks. Other people are doing it. It says right there in the doctor's pen, they're drinking with impunity. So we have no defense against the first drink because we forget with sufficient force, humiliation, and suffering. But what we don't forget is the ease and comfort, man. I don't even know how many times I've been to jail, but I can tell you right now what that wine tasted like when I was 13 years old up with the neighbor in the field before the KOC dance. I can tell you exactly how that felt. And I can tell you how it felt when I walked across the dance floor and asked Leslie Doucette to dance, and I had a crush on her for 5 years, and now I'm drinking, and she said no, and I didn't care. Alcohol was going to be my friend for a long time. I wouldn't have got through high school or college with alcohol, but then it turned on me. My late 20s, early 30s, it turned on me, man. There was more resentments. There was more fear. I was getting even more restless, irritable, discontent. So what do? When you get more? You drink more. And you drink more until you just can't do it anymore. And then you drink another 4 years after that. Not really, but unless you learn the fatal nature of your situation. And the fatal nature of our situation is basically the obsession. The thought that precedes a relapse, where does it come from? It comes from the restless, irritable discontent. It comes from us thinking about ease and comfort. And then we talk ourselves into, it's 11 o'clock at night, I don't pick up my son till Saturday, I'm not driving, and it's Tuesday, and next thing you know, I'm walking into a monitored visit on Saturday with a drink in my hand. Out of my mind. That's alcoholism. That's a disease. We got a disease that no matter what, people say no matter what, don't drink. No matter what we're going to drink, unless we apply spiritual principles in our life where we're no longer restless, irritable, and discontent to the point where we're insane enough to take a drink of poison. So it's either insanity or death, which I've said many times, or life on a spiritual basis. There is no door number 3. There's no control and enjoy it. There's no staying, for me, there's no staying stopped on my own. I need God. I need a God to direct me through the day and rely on Him so I don't get restless, irritable, discontent, and frustrated and resentful and pissed off and fearful to the point where I take a drink of alcohol. I'm okay sober. I'm comfortable in my own skin. What can I do for you? That's the new Paul. That's the new motive. Because the old motives and ideas and concepts are cast to one side, right? old attitudes, who have a personality change. A spiritual awakening is a personality change sufficient to recover from alcoholism. If we don't have a spiritual awakening as a result of the first 11 steps, we won't be able to help anybody, and we're going to drink again, because nothing will ensure immunity from drinking than constant work with other alcoholics. And we need to have a spiritual awakening in order for the obsession to be lifted. And what is it? It's a personality change. We're no longer the same person. The same man will drink again. So that's my step one. My step one was basically, even though I was done, I drank for 4 more years. And I learned what powerless over alcohol meant. So see y'all tomorrow. We'll do a little step 2 action tomorrow. And I'm going to try to do them every day again.